Peace and blessings. This is Nubia I of the Blackberry Beauty Holistic Academy, Ancient African Healing for the Modern Sister. Peace and blessings, everyone. All right, y'all. Remember when I said I had something that I wanted to tell you and I would tell you on Friday? Well, today is Friday, and I wanted to tell you all that me and my man, Warren Goodson, just got married yesterday, January 21st, 2016. We got married at what they call it, the county. I want to call it the courthouse. That's what I call it. We got married at the courthouse, y'all. We got married officially. Here's our marriage certificate. What? Okay. So, yeah, I'm so happy. I'm like a little kid. I'm like, you know what? I don't think I ever understood the feelings that many brides or people before they're getting married, or even during the wedding, or even during the marriage, like that feeling of tremendous joy and happiness and partnership and security. I mean, like I know people say it all the time, but I really married my best friend. We've been together for 5 years and 4 months, and we have been through so much together. That's why yesterday was the perfect day to be together. We couldn't have gotten married a day sooner. It wouldn't have been as perfect as we did the time that we did it. Because everything happens at the right divine time. And I know in metaphysics too, you hear that all of the time and you wonder, does that mean it don't happen in the time I want it? It happens in the time that it's supposed to be? And yes. Because if you ask for things, if everything you ever asked for, you got it right away, you have to throw it away, give it back. You'd probably be mad at the universe, because sometimes we ask for things we are not quite ready for. But it's not wrong to ask, because once we ask, the universe prepares us to have what we want. And so I feel like with my man, y'all, I had to go and deal with all my issues of healing my abandonment issues. I had to deal with this idea of I'm not going to be able to be who I am. I'm not going to be the same. This fear of partnership. I had to get over my kind of back and forthness. Like, yes, I want to be married. No, not right now. Yes, I want to be married, but I want to wait for my daughter to graduate and be in college, and then I'll get married, and then I'll live with my man. And I want you to know he was in it from the beginning. He had asked me to marry him the first year, to be honest, but we were not in an emotionally healthy place, or as emotionally healthy as it could be. And I know that we both knew that even though the love was there and we really were attracted to each other, and even we had all these things in common, there were so many things that were not there. So many things. Well, me starting my new business, him, when I met him, being just got laid off, but eventually has a great job now, and so we had to wait for things to get better. But what I know now is we never really gave up on each other. I mean, I know you have heard me talk about, y'all, I can't my man, I don't think he can come with me, y'all, I don't think I'm going to be with the man anymore, y'all, I broke up with my man. And some of y'all was thinking I was talking about 4 or 5 different men. It was the same brother. So you know what I've been through. And it's been a pleasure to be able to share this journey and this road of all that I've been through with you all. It's like I am so excited and happy, and I know how I got here. I know how we got to the marriage point. I mean, put a ring on it, you know what I'm saying? It is the, sisters, I want to say this, and I thought about it, I said, wow, when a man, I mean a good man, not a man that's about some scheme, not a man that's about trying to play women, not a man that's got some ulterior motive. I'm talking about a good brother. When a good man asks you to marry him, that's the biggest thing a man can do. What strength and power that brother must have within himself and his belief of the relationship that you have together. But it's also the same thing for a woman, for her to say yes. It's the biggest gift that she can give another human being. As black folks, we have to get together. We have to, I believe, marriage is so necessary. Again, I was explaining that feeling that people get, oh, I want to get married, or it's 2 days before the wedding, and you don't know it because I've never experienced. Marriage is so serious. And it's not serious because, yes, you've signed this paper, so what's yours is his, and what's his is yours. That makes it really real, you know. It means that this is a binding contract, you know. There's laws that goes under it. There's things that you can and cannot have and cannot do. All of that is serious. But you know what's more serious? The feeling of that bond. The feeling of that bond. I mean, I remember last week, we had to go down and actually get the marriage license, the license to get married. And I remember walking there, you know, kind of normally walking to the building. And once we got in and we got a little number to be called and we filled out the thing on the computer and we got our marriage license, I held my man, put my arm in his, and I must have walked out there. I must have been 6 feet tall. That's how incredible I felt. I felt so in love with him. I felt so much that he is willing to put the ring on it, go down to the courthouse, marry the woman because he loves me, not because he's being coerced or forced or feel sorry. He loves me. It's a feeling when you actually do it, you go, oh, ish, this is normal. Like every woman should feel this way, or every person should feel this way. So sisters, if you want to get married, you can. Don't give up. That union, that creation, it is so great on so many levels. Metaphysical, spiritual, physical, mental, emotionally, spiritually. Like, it's so good because that bond, why you feel it so deeply when you say I do, is because it's not just something, it's in your bones and in your soul. It's almost like your soul and his soul. Your ancestors and his ancestors made an agreement. So it's almost like this agreement that was made in heaven. And when you could feel that feeling, you know that this is your best friend, your partner. When you get married, you know, my family, my whole family, we're a very small family. My husband's, I gotta get used to that. My husband's family is a very big family. So I not only gained him, I gained this beautiful family. You know, we're going to build a house eventually. So no, we didn't have a ceremony per se. We just did the, you know, got it legal. But what we're going to do is we're going to definitely, when we build a house in North Carolina on the land that we recently purchased, we're going to have a beautiful wedding. I've always, y'all, when I thought about a wedding for me, when I met this man, because this is the first man I really wanted to marry. And when I remember thinking about a wedding, I said, baby, it's going to be in the back of our house. I want to have a country wedding. I call it an African country wedding. I want to jump the broom. I want to have African drummers in the procession. I want to have dancers. But I want it to be in the back of the house, in the garden, in my house, in the backyard. And everybody just bring food and gifts. And drink, and we are so it's like a gathering, a get together, an outing with people that you love. I'm gonna be a barefoot bride, I'm pretty sure, and I'm so excited. So that's the ceremony. So we're gonna wait, but we haven't gotten our rings yet because we really wanted to get married. But now we gotta go pick out the rings. So we're gonna do that this Saturday. We're gonna actually pick out our rings, and I'll show you that. So. But what I know some people that know me, that have been to some of the meetups in New York, that have watched me over the years, that I've counseled, that have been in my group, the training group, Wild Women Who Run with the Womb, or any of my intensives, you know that I didn't know if we was going to make it, me and this brother. But I'm not telling you that it wasn't him, meaning it was all me. I'm telling you that there are things that a woman must feel within herself before she says, I do. There are situations and circumstances that can make that marriage a whole lot better when you do say, I do, than when you don't know these things. So the first thing I was thinking of is, before you say yes, what has to be in place? And for me, these were some of the things. If you are married, if you're about to get married to your husband, but you have children and he has children, think about that beforehand, how that logistically is going to work. Don't think it's going to work itself out later. Already know that before you say I do. A couple of other things I realized for me is, I wanted my child, when I met my man, my daughter was 14, so now she's 19. I wanted my child to be out of the house and wanted us to start our lives together. Another thing before you say I do, I felt like I didn't want to bring my credit debt to a relationship. And my man had something on his credit that he needed to get off. So I say become debt free together. Become debt free. Come into the marriage without debt. And so so these are some of the things that I got to do. Also, make sure you both are in a good place. Good place with yourself, good place with your career, good place with the love you feel for yourself, your esteem, all of that. Same thing with your spouse before you say I do. Now, y'all, for February, I want to tell you, I got 2 new carts or 2 new packages that I really want to talk to you about. And actually, you all sparked it and inspired it and actually asked for it. And I was thinking about, there was a young sister that called me and she said, me and my man are about to get married and we're not connected to any kind of church at this point. And we are spiritual on our own. We've been changing, rearranging, awakening. And I really wanted to be able to have a one-on-one consultation with you, me and my husband to be, so we could speak to you before getting married. And I thought, and they said, because you must know some things. You took a while, took you 5 years and 4 months for you to say I do. It doesn't have to take you that long. But there was things that I knew I needed to work on and things that he needed to work on. And so I'm going to offer some consultations now. I just want to read a little bit to you about that consultation. So I got 2. The other thing is, people have been asking me for the longest, and since me and my man purchased the land, Sister Nubia, how did y'all do it? Or how did you go into business with your man? Or what should I be aware of? What do I need to know? Whether that's legally, whether that's mentally, spiritually, emotionally, what kind of relationship would I need to have in order for me and my man to create a strong business? And I got a consultation actually just for that. And I'm going to read both of them to you. They're both kind of interconnected and intertwined when you really think about it. There's a trust level that has to be built, and it can be built. You can do that before you say I do. But there's a agreement. There's things that you have to say. We both agree with this, and your future plans have to be alike. You have to be one on it, and especially the ones that you have together. Of course, you must develop and grow separately or individually. Let me say that, not separately as well. So I want to read my first. So this is so I've got all these February specials, y'all. So look for February 1st. These will all be on my website. So the first one is how to build wealth with your partner, a one-on-one consultation. It's 1 hour. Normally this consultation will be $200, but for the February special, it's only $100. It's a 1 hour consultation, and I will be happy to talk to you and your man at the same time, or you can just take the information and give it to him. And I'm going to throw in something special with this special. Normally, you only get a recording. I'll record our actual session when you pay the full price of a consultation. But for February only, not only am I going to make sure that I give you the one-on-one consultation, but I'm going to include the recording of the consultation absolutely free. So if your man's not able to be there, he can hear the replay. So I love it. So anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. How to build wealth with your partner, a one-on-one consultation. Normally it's going to be $200 for February special only because it's the love month, and it's Valentine's, it's going to be $100. And this is what we're basically going to learn. First, I had some questions for you. Do you want more prosperity and abundance for you and your partner? Do you want to invest in land, property, or own your own business? Do you want to learn how to save for your future? Do you want to take advantage of great opportunities? Do you need a surefire way for your honey to forever be rolling in the money? Well, this is the class for you. I will teach you and your honey how to save for the future using small amounts of money, how to find quality land, and the value of good credit and good character, and what you need to do as a couple to keep the abundance flowing. This is a one-on-one consultation, normally $200, but for the February special, it's only $100 for the couple. And that one is called How to Build Wealth with Your Partner, a one-on-one consultation. The other one that I was talking about, the relationship one, is called it says Before You Say Yes to a Relationship, one-on-one consultation. Do you want to get married or join in a healthy, sacred union, but is having difficulty? Are your abandonment issues getting in the way? Do you want to know if he's the one, but you're pushing healthy relationships away? In this 1-hour consultation special, I will help you identify if your partner is the right boo for you, how to prepare for a sacred proposal and a sacred marriage, how to know if you are ready for a healthy relationship, and much more. I will create this sacred space with you by giving you a sacred relationship questionnaire, giving you a weekly check-in barometer worksheet to help you to determine if you are getting closer to what you want or further away, and some visualization tips that will change your mind from a woe is me mentality to a positive relationship magnet. 1-hour consultation. Normally it's going to be $200. For the month of February, it's only going to be $100. Again, for absolutely nothing, I'll throw in the recorded version of it so that you can have it and listen to it again and again and again. So you might say to me, Nubia, Ashe. You might say to me, Nubia, why? Okay. So I live near a train, so we're going to let it go by. The train, the travel, the going places, the doing things. I love the sound of a train. That's actually an Amtrak. I just do. I love the train. Train reminds me of just travel and adventure and going places and doing things. And that's what I'm all about in 2016. As many of you know, I have my special that started February intensive. It's $97. If you already been intensive, it's only going to be $87 for you. And you're going to love this one. It's called Cleaning House. Spiritual house cleansing to get whatever you want. And in it, I'm talking about how to solidify relationships, how to create a home where good relationships of all sizes, in every way, all of your relationships can be good and healthy, how you can bring in more prosperity and abundance, how you can let go of all those things that are holding you back emotionally just by the things you can do in your own home, how to create plants or bring plants in your house and create an atmosphere of calm and peace. So that's February, $97. That's the intensive. It goes for the whole month. But these other two services or packages that I'm bringing to you, the two consultations, those are actually brand new. Y'all, I'm going to really get into for you how I got here. How do you have a year, the last couple of years? What? Last year, 2015, my daughter gets accepted to a great college. I'm moving with my man. I spend 3 months in New York. I come back. Me and my man get even closer and closer. We decide to go get married. We purchase this land. See, y'all got to understand something. When you're actually doing the work, you don't always know it's going to get you to a certain place. All them vision boards, all them affirmations, all those baths that you took, it's going to get you to a certain place. You're going to get the things that you want, but you got to do the work. And in doing the work, you'll get it. I'm living proof. I have nothing more than you do. I didn't grow up with a silver spoon in my mouth. I didn't grow up with a very rich family. At least they was rich in knowledge and wisdom, but not monetarily. I've had fibroid tumors. I've had not negative relationships. I went through a couple of abortions. I was on public assistance, collecting food stamps and EBT cards. And now I'm living the life that I didn't even know I could live. Most of the time, we're not having the relationship we want, the job we want, the career we want, because we don't believe we can have it. We think it's for other people. Do you understand why it took me I say it took me to the age of 48 to say yes to marriage and get married, because I would say, because I didn't find the right person. But really, when I think about it, it took me this time. I was going to say this long, but this time, because I had to find the right person to me. I had to work on all my fears. Or some of them, because you never work on all of them all the time. I mean, I think they just keep coming, but they get easier to look at. And after a while, they're not even going to be fears anymore. They're going to be things that you love to do, things that's like a challenge that you're up for. I am a married woman. I have a husband and I am somebody's wife. And for a woman, I know there's a lot of feminists. I probably consider myself somewhat of one. I think I have a different definition of mine. I know there's women that will say a woman don't need a man, a woman don't have to have a man, a woman don't need a partner, a woman don't have to have a partner. I know there's people that say, Nubia, don't put us back, but let me tell y'all, this woman, this sister, I needed my man. I need him in my life. I want him in my life. That's why he's here. I welcome him in my life, but it's a part of him that we become one. I didn't think that could be me. It was those other girls that got married. It was those other women that came from great families or, great pedigree or had numerous college degrees or went to, lived in societies or communities that, or were churchgoers or, all these ridiculous reasons in my mind why I didn't think that could be me. Because obviously, that's what I was thinking. And obviously, I don't think that anymore, right? So I'm very excited. Yes, I will show you the ring, and I'm happy. It's so unexpected, y'all. It makes you want to get up and live. It makes you realize it's never too late. It makes you realize you should always have something that makes you feel like a little girl or a little boy that could happen in your life. And this, to me, is that thing. This is that thing. So I'm excited. I want to introduce you all to one more program package because people have been asking me for it. I'm going to start having a package where we'll do a price of, let's say you can pay for 10 consultations, At $150 would be a whole bunch of money. But giving you a 10 consultation package and pricing it where you saving a significant amount of money if you bought 10 at one time. I have a client, Latoya Davis, you asked for it. It will be on the website in February. Also, y'all, I was really thinking about my group, Women Who Run With the Womb, and Wild Women Who Run With the Womb, and my intensives. And I was really thinking about that they really are training packages. See, my belief is if you stayed the whole year in Women Who Ran With the Womb, if you stayed and took all 12 intensives and a couple of other things, I believe that actually together is a training package. And after doing all these things in the Blackberry Beauty Holistic Academy, you'll be able to go out in the world with confidence, knowing that you are ready to share your gift with the world, you're ready to monetize your message, you're ready to, you use your passion for profit, you're ready to be that sacred woman that you've always wanted to be. And so I have these 3 levels of packages. I have a princess level, a queen level, and a priestess level. Obviously, priestess level being the highest. And so I want you to know that if you were to purchase the one whole year of Women Who Run With the Womb, that would be a $444 value. If you add all 12-month intensives, that would be another $1,164. Also, I want to give you 4 one-on-one consultations for the year. That would be another $600. Also, 1 life path reading at $100 and 1 business consultation at $100. Now, this is a value over $2,500. But I'm going to actually price it at $2,000. So it's a saving of $408 if you were to purchase it for the year. Use this kind of package if you know you really want to start your business. This is the way to do it. If you want to go down to the next level, which is the queen level, Women Who Run With the Womb, again, $44.44. The intensive, 12 months, $1,164. 2 consultations, $300. That's the queen level. That normally would have been $1,900, but because of the special and you're buying it in a bulk and you're buying it as a training package, so the priestess level is my training package number 1, the queen level is my training package number 2. It's only $1,500 and you will still be equipped to go out in the world and do what you do. And my last one for those that say, priestess level, $2,000, a little too much for my wallet right now. Okay, the queen level, $1,500, nice, but a little too much for my wallet right now. We also have the princess level where you get the Women Who Run With the Womb, $448 12-month program. And the intensive, $1,164 for the 12 months, normally would add up to $1,608, but I'm going to give it to you for $1,200. And all of this is going to be on the website. So you have your princess level, your queen level, and then your priestess level. I've learned so much over the years, and I'm really understanding that I'm creating training packages, and I just want to make sure that you know this, and this is what's coming. So what I want you to keep in mind is the Cleaning House series. Thank you for the people that already purchased your seat. Remember, we're only taking 50 women, and we got some already. So let's just put it that way. When we get close to 50, I'll definitely keep you all posted, but there are still seats left. So join it's called the February Intensive. So it's called the February Intensive Cleaning House. All right, y'all. I'm putting the book away. I'm putting my certificate away. And I'm just giving thanks to you all for so many good things in my life. I feel like everything is new. Everything is fresh. That I'm never going to be the same again. I'm so happy to be growing in front of you so you all could see the demonstration. But not just of my life, of your own life. That you could do whatever I'm doing, you could do it, and you could do it better. I'm so thankful for the women that come through my academy. I got some things that I want to do for you. I'm actually most definitely want to do a retreat for the sisters in general, and it don't have to be a full-blown out. We can meet in New Orleans or North Carolina or somewhere special, and I'm really working it out. So there's a couple of things. I am looking for an event planner, somebody that plans events. I'm looking for an event planner. I would love to sit and talk to you. I have some ideas, but I don't really know a lot about planning an event, and I wanted to put that out on YouTube. I know there's a lot of sisters that watch me that do some magnificent and fabulous things. So let's get these events going. I love you all so very much. I'm married, y'all. I'm married, and I'm so happy. My husband's name is Warren Goodson, and he is a artist extraordinaire. He's a visual artist, so he paints. He does acrylic, watercolor. Also, he sculpts. He also builds things like furniture and whatever you could think of, he could build it. He makes jewelry. He deals with woodworking. He's a multi-talent. He's also an engineer at a computer company in Silicon Valley as well. So he does have a day job, but one day it'll just be him doing his art. He's a bright, intelligent brother. I'm 48. He's 54, so he's 6 years older than me. He comes from a great family. His family was born and raised in Jersey City, New Jersey, and relocated when he was 10 years old to Wilmington, Delaware, and that's where his people is right now. He has 3 children, and they are all amazing. One is going for a doctorate degree. One owns his own company. He's an entrepreneur. And the other one is a freelance. She's a consultant, so I have to consider her an entrepreneur as well. And he's a catch, and I'm blessed. He's a brother. He loves black people. He loves Africa. He loves himself. He loves his black women. He loves his black children. He loves me. So I got a good black man, y'all, and I know that there's a whole bunch of them good black men out there, and I know there's one waiting for you. So anyway, I'd love for you to go to the website. Of course, all those February specials, the priestess level, the queen level, and the princess level packages will be on the website in February. The how to create wealth with your partner package will be on February, will be on the website in February, as well as Before You Say I Do, relationship counseling. So yeah, I'll be back, y'all. It's Friday. Anyway, I'm going to rest. Me and my man, we went out to dinner. I had a couple of glasses of organic wine, so I'm drowsy, like I'm a little bit tired. So I'm resting in bed and chilling. My man had to go to work. It was real life, y'all. I laugh at me. I say, I love real life. I love when you get married when you're older, you know, and I love you when you get married to a man that you have been knowing for a while, because after we got finished in the courthouse and my witness was there, we all hugged and, you know, got in the car. He's like, baby, where you want to go? I said, of course, let's go to Herbivore, the vegan restaurant. I want to go eat. Okay, all I can eat is a salad, y'all, but that's all right. And, oh, they got raw cheesecake. I said, I want to go eat. And I said, oh, but before that, we got to go to the supermarket, baby. We need food. We need toilet paper. I need some pads, some recycle, you know, real life. So, yeah, we finished and we went to the supermarket and we shopped for food. And then we went to Herbivore because I knew I wanted to relax. I wanted to have a little celebration drink for my wedding day. I knew that I needed that time to myself. But I love our lives. It's so real. So, thank you so much. I posted my wedding or the marriage on Facebook and Instagram, and I must have gotten 1,000 thank yous. It tell me something. Sisters believe in marriage. Black women believe in marriage. Black love does exist. And you're going to start seeing more and more black people, black couples getting married. You wait and see. I could see it. I am predicting. It is a premonition. I see it so clearly. I see it so clearly. This is Nubia I of the Blackberry Beauty Holistic Academy. Ancient African healing for the modern sister. Peace and blessings.